So far, we've made ample use of assets from Kenny NL, be it for tracing over kitbash models to aid in the development of 2D graphics or creating entire prototypes using stock assets. So this next jam was right up our alley. We took part in Kenny Jam 2025, which is a weekend jam spanning from the 18th until the 20th of July. The theme for this one was power, and since it's a jam co-hosted by Kenny and KKit, two popular outlets for low poly game ready assets, there's one more major limitation. We were limited to only using their assets for all of the graphics and UI. We had more freedom when it came to music and sound, since they don't offer too many audio packs. Asset Forge was oddly prohibited though. You know, since the theme was power again, I did briefly consider just polishing up the prototype I made for Over the Top, since it was literally already made using Kenny characters, albeit from Asset Forge. But since that would have been a massive cop-out, we made an original game instead. For this jam, we were once again back to our preferred roles, and the engine of choice was Godot 4. Being a weekend jam meant that we don't have a lot of time to lose. But sometimes the hardest part is just coming up with the game idea itself. From the beginning, I knew I wanted to do two things. One, I wanted the game setting to be in a hazy, rundown town with a nuclear power plant. And two, I wanted the game to focus on resource collection somehow. I think we did much better on the first goal. I spent the first evening composing this scene, which would serve as our intro and main menu, and I was quite pleased with it. The rest of the game, not so much. The earliest prototype from the main gameplay portion looked something like this. A flatbed truck moving back and forth between a resource and the drop-off point. But I ended up changing my mind back and forth a few times, resulting in a lot of time lost. Long story short, this is what we ended up with. The final product, called Nuclear Summer, is a point-and-click game where you pick up and offload resources based on prompts given to you in-game. It's centered around the aforementioned power plant. It's your job to offload fuel, personnel, nuclear waste, and more. Most assets were used as is from the asset packs. Some of them were kit bashed together, such as these electrical pylons, gates, dumping site, and more. All the speech bubbles were cobbled together from various UI primitives and character portraits as well. The movement is handled via navigation mesh. It was my first time using it, so at least I learned something new. Due to the art portion of the jam being solved, we had more time to compose a soundtrack. We managed to create two separate tracks, one for the intro and one for the main game. We submitted our entry 19 minutes and 25 seconds before the deadline. This jam, unfortunately, wasn't rated, so there wasn't a lot of community engagement on each other's submissions. Instead, winners were handpicked by Kenny and Kay. Nonetheless, we had fun checking out other teams' submissions and leaving feedback.